and finds Una under sa ilalim. Sandalo
Nice pass.
Oh, Trump with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. Yes! Bagamat bagyang maulan, tuloy-tuloy ang mga laban dito sa Kamalig sa bayan ng Orion sa lalawigan ng Bataan as we bring the second game featuring Mike Phillips making the San Juan Knights look like top contenders in the North Division, and they will take on a team that is marred by a 6-game losing streak after picking up their first win on their opening game. Itong Bacolod Mascara, yan po yung magkalaban sa ating second game. San Juan Knights going up against Bacolod Mascara. Hello everyone who's watching us live. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Ken Pangalinan with Coach Mike Perez at courtside. We have Miss Andrea Edicio and Coach Mike. San Juan really looking good. It's still early, so I really feel like there's still the best yet to come para dito sa San Juan Knights.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think San Juan has ever peaked yet. Nakita natin yung laro nila with Abra. They won that. I'm sure they brought a lot of energy out of that, but they do understand this still is a very long season and there is so much work that needs to be done.
Magandang gabi din sa mga nanonood sa atin live on our official MPBL YouTube channel, on Facebook, Tap Sports, and on Solar Sports. San Juan, after beating Abra, ending that incredible winning streak, sinundan nila yan with that win over Zamboanga. It wasn't easy even though they had that big lead midway in this match. Nakita natin, Coach Mike, humabol pa yung Zamboanga in the end behind that big performance by Paeng Are, but credit San Juan for sticking it through and picking up a victory, 80-73.
Yeah, grind out, hard fought, 10 lead changes, 4 ties, but still defense was the key. You know, forcing turnovers and converting them into points. There was an 8-point run unanswered. Yun yung naging tema really ng laro. And when you look at the stats, you know, just 10 more points off turnovers and committing only 9 mistakes in that game really told you the efficiency side of the San Juan Knights and how much they can convert that into points once they make you commit those mistakes.
And you really know what's intriguing, Coach Mike, for San Juan. There are certain guys that impacts the wave beyond scoring, and this is the epitome of that. Ito si Mike Phillips, Coach Mike. He's been averaging less than 10 points heading into that match against Zamboanga, but the other things that he did, he was so impressive in this game. 14 points and 11 rebounds.
But Mike Phillips really is the perfect glue guy for the San Juan Knights. Very low usage, very seldom getting involved on the offensive end, plays a lot on the defensive side. Very low turnovers on that matter, but man, you got a very high IQ basketball player in Mike Phillips. Understands when to get himself committed on the offensive end and understands I always have to be very available on the defensive side of the floor.
Kalaban nila ang Bacolod Mascara, and things aren't gonna be much easier for them. They went up the last time out against the 2-time South Division champions at simula pa lang hindi na sila pinaporma nitong Quezon Huskers.
Oh, totoo. And if committing mistakes was the key factor to that loss, they have to be very mindful here because the San Juan Knights are top tier when it comes to defense, and you cannot allow to commit the same mistakes that you did against Quezon now against the San Juan Knights.
Ang mahirap pa sa sitwasyon ngayon ng Bacolod, Coach Mike, they don't have their top gun, Ian Melencio, who is missing his second straight game. And you're expecting certain guys like this one. Ito si Hansi Heva, who had a strong start to the season. He was averaging a double-double. But come in this game against Quezon, a lot left to be desired from his production here.
Oh, better percentage, double-digit production, doubled his rebounds. And we talked about this earlier in the pre-game na without Ian Melencio, they are gonna need the brilliance of the other players, including Lieva, to show and give themselves a chance of winning games.
Only 7 points in that last outing against Quezon. Tingnan natin kung makabawi siya dito sa laban nila kontra San Juan. Punta na natin si Richard Tapos for starters.
MPBL Season 8, live on Solar Sports, Tap Sports, YouTube channel, and on Facebook. San Juan Knights against Bacolod Mascara. Here's the starting unit for the MPBL Season 2 champions, San Juan Knights. At forward number 91, JP Boral. The other forward number 81, Harold Alarcon. Point guard number 13, Royce Alforque. Also at guard number 18, Nico Panganiban. Center number 20, Mike Phillips. Their head coach is Alex Angeles, assisted by RB Mangajas, Jix Guadamor, James Ongpin, Paulo Gorospe, Jeff Tahonera, Dino Ponce Enrile, PJ Manigan, and Cristel Padua. Team consultant, the original Tapal King, Philip Cesar. Team manager, Jun Usman. Team owner is Honorable Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Now for Bacolod, Mascara. At guard number 2, Eman Galman. The other guard number 5, Marjun Wahing. Playing center number 11, Harley Ching. Forward number 26, Kent Giab. The other forward number 27 from Orani, Bataan, Hans Lieba. Their head coach is Lenzi Aranzazo, assisted by Leo Mampusti, Ted Alamares, Aldrich Lopez, and Bong Sangalang. Team manager Lance Tan. Team representative Paul San Jose.
Starting 5 is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. San Juan with Royce Alforque, Nico Panganiban, Mike Phillips, Harold Alarcon, and getting an opportunity tonight is JP Boral for Bacolod, Eman Galman, Marjun Wahing, Harley Ching, Kent Giab, and Orani Bataan's very own Hans Lieva. The referees for this ball game are Richard Carpio, Rodel Brilla, and Ernesto Calalo Jr. Fourth man is Joel Macatulo.
Well, really, for the most part, itong San Juan Knights always love to be having Mike Phillips and Harold Alarcon as part of their regular starters. Samantalang dito naman sa Bacolod, it's really Lieva, Wahing, and Galman. Those guys starting off most games for Bacolod.
Puro atabs yung mga nasa loob for the San Juan Knights.
Oh my God. Buti na lang mabilis kong na-pick up yung atabs.
Bakit?
You're putting me on the spot, Mr. Barber guy.
Barber guy, ha? Alforque pull up short. Rebound nakuha ni Marjun Wahing.
Ako gusto ko dito, you're giving Alforque and itong si Nico Panganiban get this early start. And to combine with Moral as well as the duo of Harold Alarcon and Mike Phillips.
Bacolod is the one that will get the first basket. Umawa yung tres ni Nico Panganiban to answer right back for the San Juan Knights.
Well, Nico's been consistently a guy that takes shots from the outside. Maybe not so much of minutes dito this season, only because nga pumasok yung mga ibang mga gwardiya para sa kanila, but you know na itong si Nico Panganiban, pag binigyan mo ng pagkakataon, he's not gonna be shying away from that, but he still is a high efficiency role player who makes every touch count para dito sa San Juan.
Ano nangyari doon? Foul? Oo. Si Nico? Some confusion on the San Juan bench. Bola babalik sa Bacolod.
I don't think si Coach Alex is any stranger to do. I think in the last 3 games, including doon sa Abra game, may mga ganong mga tawag na bigla na lang siya napapatayo eh. Can't believe na natawagan ng foul yung San Juan Knights. Meantime, Kent Giab underneath. The hard-working Kent Giab, the brother of Josh Giab,
Oh my.
going to work. Remember we talked about saan siya naglalaro? Dito nga pala sa Bacolod.
Oo, yan. Last season sa Paranaque.
Sa Paranaque last season.
Moral lines it up, no good. Alforque, offensive rebound. He will put it back in. 5-all is the count. Second deadlock of the ball game. 2 minutes gone by in quarter number 1. Galman turning around over Royce Alforque. He now has 5 points.
I like that steady move by Galman. He had Royce Alforque all over him, making him turn, but still, he was able to make that spin around the elbow area and get off to a spot on the floor where he's comfortable. See this little bump. Alforque tries to go for that steal, spins away, and knocks down that very good-looking elbow jumper.
Palipat-lipat pala to si Eman Galman eh. Naglaro sa Perpetual, moved out from De La Salle University, and then napunta rin siya sa College of St. Benilde.
Oh, okay.
Tapos dati rin siyang player ng UST. He is from Paumbong, Bulacan. Just 24 years old. Si Eman Galman. So nasa part siya nung juniors team nung Perpetual. He was a junior Altas. Then played I think 1 season in the UAP for La Salle. We have a timeout. Early timeout by Bacolod. Sila ang lamang dito, 7-5 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first.
White Mountain steps back into the game. One second and what a steal. That way is going to even out the game. 89 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White Mountain wins the game.
Win the game. Easy lang with Force Plus.
Nagbabalik ang MPBL. Keep your head up but your feet on the ground. Sabi nga ni Coach Alex Angeles, that is the kind of attitude na gusto niyang makita sa kanyang mga players. Even after that huge win against Abra, there is a lot of work to be done. Ika nga, even against Bacolod, kwento niya, they actually did the same kind of preparation because he wants his boys to have a certain level of respect among every team. The right kind of mind conditioning na bawat laban kailangang ilaban. Take no game for granted. Ken and Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. And even after that win they had against Abra, Coach Mike, when they entered that ball game against Zamboanga, Gianna reported how the mood was very even keel in terms of them not being too high, not being too low. They know na ito, mahabang season na ito. Maraming nagpalakas na teams. JP Boral hits a jumper to tie it up at 7 apiece. And yun yung maganda sa perspective ng Coach Alex, who, by the way, this is his very first time. I think I mentioned this already as Marjon Wahig comes down that 3-pointer. Unang pagkakataon ni Coach Alex na bumalik for another season for a team. Kasi nagsimula siya with Bacolod, then moved to Bacoor in season 5, season 6 with Caloocan, last season with San Juan, and ito, balik ulit siya sa San Juan Knights.
Oh, and I think yung mensahe na yun para dito sa team niya really comes from Coach Alex telling them how he was playing in his college days. Really a very humble guy, but keeps that complete side of the game in him, you know, trying to be better and keeping that joy for basketball. And nakikita mo kasi, even in social media, on how they carry themselves. I like that one video I saw. I think that was on TikTok where Mike Phillips was leading that parang Bible study with the guys and everybody was listening around Mike Phillips. And you know how Mike Phillips is, palagi nagsasalita ng Tagalog. He tries to, in certain segments of that talk, you know, speak in Tagalog. And you love the attention that's given Mike Phillips. You have to remember Mike Phillips is a new guy dito sa San Juan Knights, but how he carries himself just speaks in volume on the kind of character that Mike Phillips has and how he fits well like a glove dito sa San Juan Knights.
Mula na agaw ng San Juan. They're trailing by 5 points. The pass to Kent Diab. He now has 4 points.
Well, biggest lead of the game so far for Bacolod Mascaras. They're up 7. And one might say they're doing this against the San Juan Knights, but when you look at these Bacolod 5 on the floor, these are pretty good young players. No? Wahing, Lieva, you have Ramis Coriola in there, you have the hardworking Kent Giab, and then you have Lactao Tao. And these guys know their basketball.
Martin Wahing
Nice move, so that double.
trying to create. Kalman receives it. Nawala sa kanya yung bola. Forward pass. Alarcon got bumped. Finishes through contact. Basket and one.
Harold Alarcon, you know, I saw him in his very early years when he transferred to UP, and he just continues to be better.
Fast Play the Game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Harold, former UP Fighting Maroon, at the line. Will hit it.
Well, Harold Alarcon is really just a fearless, high-usage scorer who demands the ball in crucial moments. He will attack the rim relentlessly. I think na-mention na rin niya ni Coach Christian before. Tsaka he carries the offensive load whenever the Knights need bucket. And he is not afraid of the moment. That's not just Harold Alarcon has been for the Knights.
Kalman, long three-pointer. No. Mike Phillips grabs the rebound. Wamar swings it to Nico Panganiban. Drives baseline. Coral receives it underneath. Hook shot, wala.
Oh, man.
Tip in is good from Mike Phillips.
And remember, we talked about him having low usage on the offensive end. That is exactly why we say that. He goes with the glass, tries to see if he's got an attempt, but he's not really, will give you the ball to start creating. No. He is really just a hard-working guy that gets in there.
Wamar hooks a pass. Panganiban will not force it up. Wamar will step back from behind the arc. He drills it from the corner.
Sinili pa niya yung 3 points, kung nasaan. Parang hindi siya komportableng loan to eh. Kung maglo-loan to rin lang tayo at ilang hakbang lang naman yung sa likod ko yung 3 points na lang tayo dahil Orlan Wamar is pretty good at that.
Kita niya, may oras naman eh. Wala rin nakabantay.
Correct.
Masundot at maagaw ni Mike Phillips. Rames Quiriola will pull up from free.
Yeah.
It's good. Snaps that 10-0 run by the San Juan Knights.
And again, these guys know their basketball. Itong mga collegiate players ng Bacolod. Nice pass over to Ram.
Ooh, alley-oop play. Eye in the sky play. Kalman setting up Mesqueriola.
Good action right there. And you like that these Bacolod Mascaras rarely turning the ball over. Pero very active on their side of the floor.
People dyan tayo ito. Din sa atin yan ng Extreme, ang subok at kumpletong compliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Kahit na dati naman, tumitira na sa tres yan eh.
Ito panay-panay ang pagtira sa tres. Season 2 pa lang. Ito si Orlan Wamar.
Indeed.
Pansin ko, ngayon lang niya inahit yung bigote niya.
Oo nga, nagkaroon ng season. I think that was season 6 ba?
Oh.
Where he said, hindi siya mag-aahit.
Mapaswerte.
Tsaka pag hindi pa pag nag-champion sila, saka lang niya tatanggalin.
Esqueriola, short stab. Ball ending up with Nico Panganiban. 2 minutes remaining. Wamar, another one. 3 straight triples for Orlan Wamar Jr.
3 out of 3 from beyond. And he's been shooting it very comfortably from beyond.
Obi Dalisay challenging the defense of Ken Villapando. Just a 2-point lead for San Juan. Villapando in the paint. Swing it, Wamar. Shot fake. Bola na tapik na agaw. On the run, Mesqueriola. Goes all the way. Got hammered by Jerry Abadiano.
Well, alam mo to si Ramis Corriola. If he is to join maybe a top tier or some middle tier teams, you know, it's going to be a very good, you know, addition for that team. Because Ramis Corriola is a very serviceable guy on both ends of the floor. We've seen him in college defending against the better scorer of the other teams. And you know, as we see right now, that he definitely can score.
Played for PCU Dasmariñas under Coach Johnny Belandres.
Yes.
Saka ano din yan eh. Konsehal din yan sa Dasmariñas, Cavite.
Ah, talaga?
Oo.
May iba pa palang ano to, role sa community itong si
Yes.
Ramis Corriola.
Resty Soberano sa corner, wala. Nunez will pick up the rebound. Pass outside, Wamar will finally miss. Abadiano, wala pa din. Ball tapped. Ball will stay with the Knights. Wamar will set the table.
Going on zone now itong Bacolod, not allowing that ball to get inside the paint. And trying to force itong San Juan Knights shooting on the outside. Pero pag tinignan mo naman yung tatlong gwardyang nasa loob ng San Juan, AC, Orlan, and Jerry, definitely those guys can hit you on the outside.
Naghahawakan si Kent Giab at si Philip Nunez. Sorry, Jericho Nunez.
His first foul. 17 to shoot.
Galman drives baseline against Abadiano.
One more.
3-point shot by Kurt Lactautau, no good. Villapando.
Nice pass.
Jericho Nunez finishes over Kurt Lactautau.
Ganda ng pasa ni Orlan Wamar. Right hand shot fake, left hand to pass. Found that roll by Nunez.
5 seconds left. Galman skipping it to the lee side. Too strong on a 3. First quarter will come to a close. Bacolod being competitive against the former MPBL champions. In fact, they had that 7-0 run, and despite San Juan, Coach Mike unleashing 10 unanswered points, sumagot pa rin itong Bacolod.
Oh, they even led by as much as 7 to start that game midway through, and only because of guys like Ramis Corriola. But when guys like Orlan Wamar starting hitting shots from the outside, they're actually 4 out of 12 from there. It's been a different story altogether, and Nunez getting that receive of that beautiful pass from Orlan Wamar.
Kaya naman lamang ang San Juan, 25-23 over Bacolod. Official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Happy to have you with us on a Saturday night dito po sa bayan ng Orion sa lalawigan ng Bataan. Sa ikatlong pagkakataon, nandito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Season 8 with Commissioner Emer Areta, Head of Operations Salvi Rilibin, Head of Security Rudy Distrito.
Well, the Bacolod Mascaras were actually shooting very efficiently, making every possession count. No? They shot, what, 56% from the field. Eman Galman trying to facilitate another bucket right there for
Dalisay.
Dalisay. And And they've been playing very smart, clean basketball so far. Dalawang turnovers lang sila in the first quarter. Itong Bacolod, no?
It was a push. Wala babalik sa Bacolod. Tabla na tayo, 25 all.
May pagkakataon para dito sa Bacolod na makuha ulit ang lamang. Deadlocked at 25. Good roll.
Giyab! Supalpal, inabot niya kay Ken Villapano. Masyado mahaba.
Yan ang maganda kay Villapando, eh, no? Quick to his feet. He's got that good reach. Look at that. Went the other side, but nope. No way you're getting that past Villapando.
Escariola, nice pass to the outside. Lactauta will hit a 3. Labang na ulit ang Bacolod, 28-25.
Again, another scorer right out of college. Ito si Kurt Lactautao. Galing Guangming. Oh, steal.
Away by Dalisay. Attacking the defense of Bomar. Can't finish, but the tip-in is good from Marjon Wahing.
Very early, Bacolod taking it to the Knights. AC.
AC lets two guys fly by.
Basic.
Binasic lang.
Oh.
AC.
Sobrang basic. Yun ang kailangan natin dito ngayon, AC.
Aircon.
Oo.
Mainit yung laban eh. Mainit din ang shooting ng Bacolod.
Oo, bigat ng shooting nitong dalawang teams na to to start the second quarter. And only because they move that ball a lot, you know, that ball's not sticking. It's finding the open guy. Corner 3 on its way. Yeah.
Apat na yan from Orlan Omar. Cuts the lead down to 3.
I don't think Orlan yeah, he's 4 of 6, yeah.
Di nasagot that time around ni Kobe Dalisay. Abadiano, Villapando, sidestep, flips it up and in.
So far, yung interior defense ang nagiging challenge dito sa Bacolod. Every time you see a roller or every time you see a Knight put that ball on the floor and get some paint touches, very rarely do they get stopped.
White House steps back into the game. What a commitment can't be made. And what a steal. That way is going to even out the game. 89 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game.
Win the game. Easy lang with Sports Plus.
Partners here at the Kamalig in Orion, Bataan. Napakaganda ng ating booth sa labas sa Sports Plus. Yan po ang ating official sportsbook ng MPBL. Scan ang QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Alam mo, natuklasan ko lang talaga yan fully nung natapos ng maagay second game dun sa, I think that was Bacolod versus Quezon pa nga in Montalban. So I
Okay.
went out. Nakita ko yung ganap ng Sports Plus, yung meron silang shootout, meron silang
Yeah?
booth. It's very interactive and nakakatuwa. No? You enter the building as a spectator. It feels kind of refreshing, Coach Mike.
At saka very welcoming sila sa mga lahat ng manonood natin dito sa ating mga venue. And that just brings a different dynamic altogether to our fans. Lalo na kung yan ang pinto patungo sa 200,000, 300,000. Kung magpa-participate ka in Orlan, Omar. 5th three-pointer of 7 tries.
Nag-set na rin yan ng record. Most number of assists, 25. I think he and Judel Fuentes.
Yep.
One game in Palayan City. Nag-set din ng record for most threes in the game. 35-33. Villapando. Back to Orlan Omar. He is not yet done.
Record's 8, right? Pito
Hindi.
doon ba?
Hindi lang 8. 12.
12. Oh,
Parang si Orlan, did he have 12 and then Judel at 11?
I mean, this season.
At this season.
Yeah, this season.
Hindi. London at 6.
6, okay.
Yeah. That was broken by Philip Peñamogan sa Palayan City din at 15.
At 15. From, I think that was last season.
Oo.
Oh, yeah, I know that. And Orlan Wamar, he continues to get enough space. No, very little right there. And you're trying to block it from his side. Just giving him, that rhythm here in the second quarter. So far, he's leading all scorers. He's got 18.
Sila, galing sa tres.
See how quickly he gets that ball out. Orlan's free again.
Niya pinilit. Soberano will pull the trigger. Rebound ending up with Kurt Laktaw-Taw. Wahing sets his feet, fires. Tatalbog palabas. Raylan Torres puts it on the deck. Challenged by Eman Galman. And there will be a foul against Galman.
High IQ play, not just by Jerry, but I believe by Nunez. Once you saw that try by Jerry Abadiano, going toward that screen time to free up that right side lane for Leyland Ladder to play up.
Itong free throw na ito, din sa atin yan na Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Raylan Torres from Bago City, Negros Occidental. Such a hard-nosed defender.
Yes.
Also score, mintis nga lang, parang free throws. Omar, pass to Soberano. Oh, AC with the rear drive. He had to adjust, but he was able to finish. 13-0 run by the San Juan Knights.
And somehow you just feel that level of firepower by the San Juan Knights. No Mike Phillips inside. Good reply right there by Dalisay. Importante lang naman dito sa Bacolod, you keep in step, and give yourselves a chance later in the end game to try and beat the mighty San Juan Knights.
Omar travel.
Yeah. That's a clear travel.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Ganda naman ng pagkaka-finish ni AC Soberano. And just going in there, that's the second time na nag-long close out at inatake niya yung pabalik. Good backdoor, perfect pass.
Kurt Laktaw-Taw has 5 points. Past the halfway point of the second period, dalawa na lang ang lamang ng San Juan.
Dating magkalaban, ngayon magkakampi na. Oh, another three.
For Trea! Terrence hitting the three.
A lot of three-point makes so far for the San Juan Knights.
Daming tres.
Oo.
14 made threes combined. 8 of 19 ang San Juan. 6 out of 14 ang Bacolod. Pero pinabayaan nila sa kabila si Patrick Sleet.
Ganda rin ang combination kasi ng mga mobile bigs nitong San Juan Knights. Both Dexter Marquez and Patrick Sleet can actually interchangeable almost at 5 and 4. As both can run the floor here against Bacolod.
Laktaw-Taw will finish.
One more.
Pinabayaan din nila si Terrence Forte. That time, he could not make them pay. Galman pass to the outside. Dalisay stroking it in from downtown.
Wow, Dalisay. 3 of 6 from 3. Pretty solid, huh?
We saw a similar trend when they went up against Quezon City in the Pasay Astrodome, where they really fought well up until the final quarter. Dalisay and Galman were hitting shots. Runner from Raylan Torres will not work. Galman, extra pass. Dalisay again. It will roll out. Dexter Marquez the rebound.
Watch out for your wide runners. There you go.
Patrick
Yeah.
Sleet will just stay in off that gorgeous pass from Orlan Wamar.
Hirap ng sitwasyon na yun. Orlan Omar with the rock. Raylan Torres on the right. You have Fortea on the left, and that middle rim run by Patrick Sleet.
Galman over the outstretched arms of Dexter Marquez. No problem hitting it. Another three-pointer knocked down by Bacolod.
Little breakdown right here of that shot. Little step back to get that separation from Dexter Marquez. Galman knocking it down. That's his second three-pointer out of 3 attempts.
Orlan Wamar, today, just in the first half, Coach Mike, 18 points. Samahan mo pa ng 5 assists at 6 na 3, 6 out of 8 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty solid, no? Performance by Orlan Wamar. Really, for the most part this season, he's more focused on finding open teammates, like what you mentioned, 6 assists so far, average. He has not really shot that ball very well from 3 because before this game, he's shooting only 28%, but now, napakaganda ng numero na yan para dito kay Orlan Wamar.
Patrick Sleet, aggressive drive to the basket. Foul will be called on Jetro Ting. Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of MPBL.
Yeah, middle of the lane, just opening up for that clean rim run by Patrick Sleet. Very similar to naging situation dun sa dunk ni Mike Phillips in their game against Zamboanga. They just keep, pounding that middle lane of the floor with rim runners. The other one with Mike Phillips, this time with Patrick Sleet.
49-46 after that free throw. Juan applying pressure.
They're applying pressure right now, trying to delay that ball quickly. Bacolod getting past it.
Tautau will receive it from Galman. He lost it. Patrick Sleet. Bounce pass. Mike Guess. The rim run. The basket and the foul.
Okay, kaya kanina sinasabi ko, very interchangeable itong dalawang to right now in this 5 on the floor for the night. So Mike Guess and Patrick Sleet. Earlier it was Patrick Sleet who made that rim run. Ito naman, si Mike Guess naman ang tumapos.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Jester Marquez, the many times that he's played, pretty much interchangeable with Mike Alisaan. He is definitely the Swiss Army knife forward na nagre-rebound, pumapasa, dumedepensa, and does all the thankless stuff para dito sa San Juan Knights.
Austin Ronzoni making an appearance for Bacolod. Jetro Ting shot, overshooting the mark. Patrick Sleet, who earned himself 2 more free throws after getting fouled.
So far, transition defense has been the challenge for Bacolod. Walang problema yung half-court set nila. They have good spacing. But once they miss a shot and it's off to the races, that's the time they will come in late. And I think the many times we've seen big guys like Patrick Sleet outrunning the other guards of Bacolod downhill.
Sleet missing his first. MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Kala ko talaga si Patrick Sleet babalik sa Pasay.
Fortea with his second dribble.
Were you even surprised that Patrick Sleet went to San Juan? Did you think that he was going to San Juan, or did you feel that he was going back to
Pasay, no?
Diba?
Sa mga player movements kasi, hirap din sabihin eh.
Kasi, yeah, lalo na this season, but I felt he was really good in Pasay.
Yeah.
And now, yun ang binibigay rin niya para dito sa San Juan Knights.
Jetro Ting. Mauubusan Naubusan siya ng shot clock. Hindi yan
Yeah.
counted.
You're gonna have a timeout here by Coach Alex.
64 seconds left. San Juan will try to extend their lead to close out the first half. Lamang na sila ng 9 na puntos, 55-46. We'll be right back after a short break.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even out the game. D9 in the final quarter of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Stand up there for the play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Dito po sa Kamalig, sa Orion, Bataan. Tuloy-tuloy ang aksyon sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It's 8th season. Ken Pangilinan po kasama si Coach Mike Perez at si Miss Andrea Endicio.
Napakaraming pinakawalan ng 3-pointer ng Bacolod this quarter. They had 6 altogether. 4 naman ang pinakawalan nitong or 5 ang pinakawalan nitong San Juan Knight. And again, it's interior defense that's been the challenge.
Pass to Eman Calman. Short stab from Ramis Carriola is good.
Talagang maganda si Ramis Carriola sa mga sitwasyon na yun. Oh no, incoming. One more.
Air ball. There's Carriola on the run. Ram will sidestep his way to his 10th point to go along with 3 assists.
3 of 6 from the field. Pretty good, shooting performance from Ramis Carriola.
Layo nito from Forte, Amintis. Inasahan si Torres sa labas. Wala pa din.
Oh my.
Patrick Sleet, fourth serving is finally the charm for San Juan.
One last chance.
8 seconds left. San Juan not yet in penalty. Good foul given up by Torres, recognizing their foul situation.
Yep. Giving them a
Pwede pa isa, dalawa.
lesser time to get off an attempt. Basta yung foul, not in the act. Oh!
Patrick Sleet, look out! He will just lay it up and in for good measure. More importantly, heading into the dugout, they are ahead by double digits. Bacolod made their run.
And that steal by Patrick Sleet, and that finish to end the first half.
And quite unfortunate for Bacolod because they were within striking distance. Sleet recognized the time remaining and made sure to get the basket. Halftime score po natin, 61-50, San Juan leads over Bacolod.
For the Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. At dahil may nanalo kamakailan, our prize pot resets to 100,000 pesos at every game day na walang makaka-complete ng challenge, madadagdagan ng 50,000 pesos ang ating prize hanggang sa umabot uli ito ng 1 million pesos. And for today, our prize pot is the 200,000 pesos. Ito na ang ating challenger, si Carlo De Ocampo from Tarlac City. Mukhang ready na si Carlo. You will be given 45 seconds to complete a layup, a free throw, 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Kapag na-shoot mo lahat ng yan in 45 seconds, you will win 200,000 pesos from the official sports book of the MPBL Sports Plus. Hold on lang ha, Carlo De Ocampo. Tandaan mo, 200,000 pesos ang pwede mong mapanalunan. Ready ka na ba? for the Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. Hinga munang malalim, Carlo De Ocampo. Habang inaayos natin yung ating 45 seconds clock. Again, si Carlo De Ocampo is from Tarlac City. Wala ba tayong papagaan ng palakpakan dyan? Come on! MPBL fans! For Carlo De Ocampo, na may pagkakataon today to win 200,000 pesos. All right, thank you for waiting. Carlo De Ocampo, on your mark. 3, 2, 1, go! Yun na, shoot kagad. Looking good for Carlo De Ocampo. Sa 3-point naman, masusubukan ang galing ni Carlo. Tingnan natin. 33 seconds. Mahaba pa to. Pero as early as now, maganda, ma-shoot mo na para makabuelo sa ating half-court line. 25 seconds left. Konti na lang, Carlo De Ocampo. 18 seconds. Yun! 20 seconds left for 200,000 pesos at the half-court line. Tingnan natin, Carlo De Ocampo. Uy! Sayang, sa kabila pumasok. Good effort pa rin for Carlo De Ocampo. You will be going home with Sports Plus merch. Once again, thank you for joining. At sa ating mga kaliga, check out the Sports Plus FB page to find out how you can join. At baka ikaw na ang susunod na winner ng Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge.
Yan po ang ating score at the half, 61-50, San Juan in front against Bacolod. Bacolod actually had a 7-point lead earlier in the first quarter, Coach Mike. Nagkaroon ng run yung San Juan, 10 unanswered points. And even then, nagkaroon tayo ng stage na lumang ulit ng 6, yung Bacolod 33-27, and then San Juan unleashing that 13-0 run. It went up to 8, and then eventually napalaki pa nila yung Kalamangan to its biggest right now at 11 points.
Ang nakaka-impress dito is yung Bacolod, being very good in terms of 3-point shooting. That to me is the outlier. 9 of 19 on a 47% 3-point shooting. Hindi ganun rin naman yung kagandahan ng 3-point shooting para dito sa sa San Juan, but you're clearly impressed with how both these teams have actually made those shots from beyond. And Orlan Mamar's got 18, Patrick Sleet's got 12, Portea's got 6, Alarcon's got 3, and I think all those guys have made really good productions in the first half.
See the scoring, Orlan Mamar 18 points. Kobe Dalisay 13, tig 10 puntos si Eman Galman at si Ram Mesqueriola. So nice collective effort on the side of Bacolod. Looking to end their misery. They've lost their last 6 games.
Oh, that's James Kwekotay.
Oo, si James
He's not
Kwekotay.
playing today.
Oo nga.
Oo nga, di ba? Isa pa yun. That's another firepower right there for the San Juan Knights. And but guys like Harold Alarcon and Terence Fortea, getting to step up to the plate.
Gusto kong makitang makalaban ni James Kwekotay si K Showtime. Ano ba yun?
Oo naman.
Oo, di ba?
Oo naman, napapanood ko naman yun. Mangyayari ba yun? Parang hindi naman. Wala na sa Pilipinas yun, di ba?
Kaya nga tumakas na
Pero yung first quarter natin, ang ganda ng depensahan rin doon sa simula ng palaro. Really, nag-struggle din yung both teams to start. But another 3 to start.
Swak na swak galing kay Raylan Torres.
Oo.
Tingnan mo kung paano niya nirip yung net doon. Halos di tumama sa ring
Oo, talagang had a good arc and a good follow from that shot at net. It should be good. Yeah.
It is good. 12 points for Ram Mesqueriola.
Ram, yung mga ganong distansyaan, hindi na problema yan kay Ram. That's almost automatic. Ram is like when he played for PCU Dasmariñas, diba? She's in a bucket right there by Mike Phillips. I was going to say that exact same thing, that Mike Phillips and Ram Mesqueriola pretty much plays off ball. No? Hindi sila nagko-command ng bola, pero pag may pagkakataon, ang kinaiba lang, si Ram Mesqueriola talagang i-score kung may pagkakataon.
Oh, look out below! 2 hands for safety from Mike Phillips.
Don't you just love na every game, at least may isang dunk si Mike Phillips, no?
Asahan mo na dapat yan.
Oo, at saka ang daming nag-aantay niyan para sa San Juan Knights.
Fortea, no good. 7 rebound from Mike Phillips. Fortea once more. Wala pa din. Rebound nakuha ni Harold Alarcon. Kalisaan is now in the ball game. Kakapasok lang for San Juan. Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Harold Alarcon doing parang Dwayne Wade to LeBron James, that look away. And then that jam by Mike Phillips. And always fans really looking forward to hammer finishes from Motor Mike. And Mike Alisan right now on the line. Last season, he was one of the primary guys na mga nakaka-receiving ng mga two-man action with Orlan Wamar getting involved. This is a very interesting 5 for the San Juan Knights. You surround Mike Kalisaan with Mike Phillips and these 3 UP Maroon guys in Harold, Terence, and Raylan. This is a good combo.
Forcing another turnover almost itong San Juan.
You see how these guys rotated. Mike Kalisaan was already downstairs. Mike Phillips was manning the middle. And it was only Terrence underneath, at home, staying home just in case magkaroon ng pass back sa side niya.
Yung intensity biglang umangat on the side
Agree.
of San Juan.
Agree.
Galman working on Harold Alarcon.
Kumbaga kanina yung DN parang nasa 60% lang no? Ngayon bumuhos na sa 90 to 95%.
Cadron zoning.
Oh no.
Ball stolen away by Raylan Torres. He will lay it in.
Yeah, definitely they're getting outrun in the open. That's a 23-7 stat right now, and transition defense pretty much late. You get your ball pick. It's a live turnover. Raylan Torres, not a problem at all downhill.
Raylan Torres and the rest of the Knights uncorking an 11-2 run to pad their lead up to its biggest at 20 points right now, 72-52.
But Mike Phillips, over the games that they played, again, 10.5 points per game. His rebound has been pretty solid. That's why he's a consistent double-double. The efficient field goal percentage, man, 45%, only because the very few times he takes a shot, pretty much close to the rim. If not a layup, then a dunk. And what's surprising, if he's not scoring, he's also assisting. 3.25 assists per game for a big man is pretty good. Let's turn it over to Andrea.
Also known as Motor Mike. But ever wondered, bakit nga ba Motor Mike yung moniker ni Mike Phillips? Kwento niya sa akin, back when he was still a rookie in the UAAP, panelists would always notice how energetic he is, like a motor. Sa kanya nang galing yung needed fire or heat, and it propagates throughout the team. Kumbaga pag nag-start siya, dama ng buong kupunan. And so their courtside reporter and the panelists that time started calling him Motor Mike. At pinanindigan niya rin naman talaga, as what he said, I may not be the most talented, but I can be the most energetic. What's even nicer is he brought this aspect of him along the way. He did not lose that spark or energy even in his senior year and even in the MPBL. Right, Ken and Coach Mike?
Courtside ka na ba nun, Andrea? Di ba, no? It was season 85, I think, when they coined that term with Mike Phillips, Motor Mike.
Oh, wow.
Nakalusot si Mike Calisaan. And yung mga ganyang klaseng player, Coach Mike, very infectious yung energy, the effort. And it really rubs off your teammates in a very positive way. You see that three fall down for Kobe Dalisay para sa Bacolod.
Minsan may mga ganong katalagang kasama sa team. Be it a player or a coach, that puts in, alam mo, energy na binibigay na kung ikaw yung nasa loob, talagang mapapatakbo ka na mabilis, papalundag ka ng mas mataas only because you feel their presence. And that to me is definitely the thing that Motor Mike brings to the San Juan Knights. Pero ako, sa nakikita ko sa kanya, not just in the game, he might be Motor Mike here inside the court, but outside, I think he's more of Pastor Mike to the San Juan Knights.
Itong 3-point shot na ito, tin sa atin yan next stream, ang subok at kompletong compliance brand ng Pilipinas.
And they continue to shoot the ball very well from the outside. When you speak of Bacolod, might be a huge run para dito sa Knights here in the third quarter, but Bacolod still trying to hang in there.
Galman, also a former LaSalle Green Archer. Pero hindi na sila nag-abot ni Mike Phillips. Season 84 siya. Torres is ahead. What a smart play. He saw Miko Laban trying to gain a step on him. Ito may ginawa niya dito, Coach Mike.
Yeah, eto nga. Tinignan pa niya, And he was waiting for that bump. A good decelerate. And that to me is just basketball smarts. Understanding how to use your other steps after that gather and hoping for that bump.
MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. Yung last step, which forced that contact and foul Pero mintis lang yung free throw. Lamang naman na sila ng 21. 23, naging 20 after that Marjun Wahing free from the corner.
Well, ang ganda rin naman talaga ng panimula nitong San Juan Knights in the third quarter. Started off with that 3-point shot make by Raylan Torres in the corner, and then that pressure from the back where they got multiple, turnovers and live situations. Fast break for San Juan Knights. You have to be very careful with the ball now if you're Bacolod.
Nico Laban over Mike Phillips. Tough shot. Mike Phillips is ahead. Motor Mike fouled hard. Good foul actually from Ramis Carriola, preventing what could have been a highlight.
Maybe if there's one aspect of the game of Mike Phillips that other teams might try to take advantage of is his shooting free throw percentage. Right now, I think he's shooting roughly about the 50%, and he's gonna get fouled a lot. You see, he misses the first one, and he understands this is a work in progress. See right there, Coach Alex and Sen Jinggoy really maybe talking about some strategies here in this game.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Split from the charity stripe from Mike Phillips. Wahing, all poke free from behind. Abadiano comes in. Siya na lang yung hindi pa nakakapuntos for San Juan. 14 of the 15 guys have already scored for the Knights.
And Coach Alex really doing his thing, shuffling his guys on the floor, making sure that they have ample time. Nice shot from the elbow again. Favorite spot ni Ramis Carriola.
Turbol si Ramis Carriola.
Elbow. Elbow. Komportable yan.
Phillips pass outside to Harold Alarcon. Side step. Phillips recovers. Mike will put it up. No good. Ball ending up with Ramis Carriola. Talisay lets Alarcon fly by. He pulls the trigger, can't hit it from downtown.
No, 5 versus 2. Yeah.
Good decision of Cortea to send it to Kalisan, but on the other side of a made basket,
I think they should challenge this.
bumawi sa kabila ang Bacolod.
I don't think Jerry Abadiano got to him. It should be, they challenged it, right?
Ayun, narinig ka, Coach Mike. Malaman natin yung resulta ng Coach's Challenge ng San Juan sa ating pagbabalik.
After the review, the challenge was successful. Basket is good by Kengia, but there was no foul.
So counted yung basket, Coach Mike, pero wala daw foul. Tama, successful challenge.
Alam mo kung kukunin mo ang percentage ng successful na challenge ni Coach Alex, feeling ko mataas eh.
Mataas ba?
Tingin ko mataas eh.
May ilang laro pa lang ba sila? Pwede natin bilangin yan.
Yeah. How many games have they played?
Ilan pa lang naman eh.
Yeah, ilan pala. Hold on. Five, I think 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are currently 4-1. 5 pa lang.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Phillips will score underneath.
Well, that's where he scores best, underneath, inside the paint. And interestingly, in this game, you know, much as this is a blowout now, especially here in the third quarter, where San Juan is outscoring itong Bacolod, we've had 15 ties in this game. 9 lead changes, and the biggest run of San Juan being 14, which started in 8:36 of the second quarter until the 7-minute and 9, where San Juan went on that run. And then the last time na nag-tie tayo was 32-all.
With authority, throw it down, young man. Mike Phillips with his second dunk.
Most dunks niya so far to in one game, no?
Dalawa?
Tama ba? Dalawa?
Parang meron siyang dalawa isang game.
Ah, okay. I thought 1 per game.
Escariola, Mintis. Pass to Alarcon. Lurking was Mike Phillips with bad intentions.
Watch out.
Phillips, pass to the outside. Fortea, di na tumingin. As soon as he released it, looked to the bench of San Juan, knew it was in.
Natutuwa si Sen Jinggoy, and why not? You know, you have your big man running the middle, you know, spraying it out to a corner guy in Terrence. And you know why he's got those close to 4 assists per game? Because his teammates are converting. Oh, yun ang importante.
Nakalusot si Miko Laban, goes for the reverse.
Oh, and when the San Juan Knights turned it on in the third quarter, man, it was game on. And just those turnovers and just a free-flowing game, much to the liking of the San Juan Knights.
Fortea, wide open. That's like a practice shot for Terrence Fortea.
And ang depensa ng Bacolod really left to reacting, no? Kung ano yung movement nitong San Juan Knights, they really are just following. They have not prevented so much.
16 points for Terrence Fortea. Meanwhile, basket for Bacolod. 91-68. Ball ricochets from Mike Phillips. Alarcon. Fortea. Bounce pass Kalisan. Free throws coming up for Mike.
Grabe yung movement ng San Juan Knights. They never let that ball stick. They just keep on moving it side to side. Good finish. Again, another strong jam by Mike Phillips.
We have a game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
And that guy also just keeps on moving. And every time na nire-release na nila yung bola sa isang kakampi nila, it's always been cut and replace until you find the right guy that has the right shot.
Kalisaan hits the first free throw. Extreme ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. JP Boral will replace Mike Kalisaan. Under a minute left, Dalisay will pull the trigger. Wala.
So far, yun na lang inaalaw sa kanilang tira nitong San Juan Knights, you know? Mga 3 points lang ganun. And yung mga manakanakang fast break na nakakawala sila. But everything else, there's been very few inside the paint. In fact, you can count yung mga basket nila sa loob ng paint. Sobrang hindi ganun kadami.
Patrick State from Puerto Galera in Oriental Mindoro. Napunta ka na bang Puerto Galera, Coach Mike?
Oo naman.
Oo. Hindi pa ako napunta eh.
doon.
Hindi ba?
Pero hindi na ako nakabalik ulit doon. The last time I went back to Mindoro was when we were covering yung nasa Pola. Doon na. May plans ba kayo ni Nance?
Wala naman. Wala taga doon siya eh.
Yeah.
Ano kasi yun di ba? Pag taong mo dun sa Calapan, it's in the other direction. It's magkasalungat yung direksyon ng Pola sa kanong
Correct.
Puerto Galera.
Correct. Kaya kung if you're taking Calapan, may parang 1 hour something drive kapag going to Pola.
Yeah. Finally, all players have scored for the Knights and still time to spare in the third.
13 3-pointers made entire game by the San Juan Knights.
Galman lumusot. Well challenged by JP Boral.
Look at that ball move from side to side.
Smart play by Abadiano, opting to go for the final shot of the quarter. Boral rolls in, count the basket plus a foul.
And Jerry Abadiano knew that Boral had that entire middle lane on the floor to operate on. That help came in late. Boral was already airborne in that finish.
The Bicolano JP Boral chance for a three-point play to get them to 100. Mitis. 2 seconds remaining. Galman, ball deflected. And that will end the third. What a total dominant quarter for San Juan. Coach Mike, dahil 11 points lang yung lamang nila heading into the third, dinagdagan pa nila yung kalaman nila. Plus 20 in this period.
Yeah, 38 points in 1 quarter. All brought about by a lot of energy on the defensive end, forcing live turnovers, open looks, and monster jams from Mike Phillips.
A monster jam indeed from Motor Mike. And San Juan will head into the fourth, just 1 point shy of the century mark. Nagbabalik ang MPBL, ang ikawalong season. Nandito pa rin po tayo sa Kamalig, sa Orion, Bataan. Commissioner Emer Ureta, Zaldi Relobit, and Rudy Distrito.
Bigat ng binitawan na third quarter na yun ng San Juan Knights.
Yeah.
You could feel it, and you know they start this fourth again with another defensive stop, and that clearly is going to be an unsportsmanlike because you had parang clear path advantage.
Si Harley Ching, tinawagan.
Yeah. And the guy who stole that ball was a big man in Nunez.
Si Jericho Nunez.
Oo, yan yung steal niya. Patakbo na siya, kinapitan siya. Definitely an unsportsmanlike foul.
Galing din ito ng ng Perpetual, si Jericho Nunez.
Kasama nila Boral.
Oh, yan, magkakasama yan. Si
Saka ni
Sleet
Yeah.
from Rosario, Cavite.
Lapad rin ito ni Nunez, no?
Siya 6'4", 6'5".
He's got broad shoulders.
Well chiseled body.
Agree?
Sandaan na ang puntos ng San Juan. At marami pang oras dito sa fourth. In fact, just barely 20 seconds in.
I say they get to maybe 125, 128. At the rate that they're playing.
Wahing, no good. Tumatakbo si Orlan Wamar. Behind the back pass to a streaking JP Boral.
Sobrang selfish nito overall ng San Juan Knights. They're after, guys who are free to take the shot. Doesn't matter if you're Orlan Wamar, you're Terence Fortea. You are gonna look for the open man.
You already have 36 assists. San Juan Knights.
See that finish right there of that good pass by Orlan Wamar.
Wahing will trigger it in. Fight for the ball. Napunta kay Patrick Sleet. Whips it to Jerry Abadiano. Just when you look at the outlook in the North Division, Coach Mike, you have Caloocan up top, 7-0. Ambra, despite the loss to San Juan, they still remain the favorites, perhaps, to win another title. But this San Juan Knights squad, like we said at the top of the coverage, it kind of feels like we're just at the tip of the iceberg.
Yes. Kumbaga, marami ka pang mai-unlock para dito sa San Juan Knights. And this is just their 5th game, no? Tama?
Tama.
Panlimang,
pang-anim.
Pang-anim.
Nakalima na sila, 4-1.
Yeah. So they won over Pasay, won against Cebu, lost to Rizal, won against Abra, and that followed up with that win against Zamboanga.
Moral will secure the miss. Wayward pass. Abadiano wasn't looking as Wamar released the basketball.
This assist number for San Juan is way ahead of their usual average of about 24 assists per game. This is a lot.
Alam mo, mabanggit ko lang. Pinaitaan tayo nung honey shot ni Coach Alex, di ba? May naalala akong kamukha niya, kasama natin eh.
Sino?
Ha?
Sino?
Huwag ka na lumayo, nasa OB ban lang.
Nasa OB ban?
Oo! Sino? Ikaw naman eh. Sino ba yung ganyan yung hulma yung buhok, ganyan yung kaputi?
Hindi naman si Derek Bernard yan.
Ha?
Hindi naman si Derek Bernard
Ikaw
ba?
nagsabi niyan.
Derek Bernard ba?
Get me up with a basket.
Pwede ba tayo mag-outer thirds? Hindi nga.
Side by side, ganun.
Oh, side by side. Pwede. Split screen.
Split screen.
Oo.
Hindi, dami kasing mga magkakamukha sa MPBL eh. Like
Oo
si,
naman. Sa players ang dami.
Mamaya, si Alex Ramos, who's actually playing well with Jory Napoles.
Yes.
JP Boral knocks down a jumper. Ilan na ba si JP? 8 points, 3 rebounds.
Lahat ng pinasok ni Coach Alex, umiscore na. Oh.
Bumagsak si Anslieva.
Can you imagine kung available si Ian Melencio for Bacolod, and the way that these young guys played in the first half, it'd be pretty interesting yung dynamic para dito sa team na to. They really got outgunned here in the second.
Let's check in with Andrea.
Nabanggit mo nga kanina, Ken, itong si Hansieva ay tubong Orani, Bataan. He actually started his basketball career here too. At 18, nagsimula raw siyang maging player ng Jose Rizal Institute and later on transferred to PCU to continue his basketball dreams. 4 years ago, he actually had the darkest experience of his career. He suffered an ACL injury at kwento nga niya, akala niya raw that was the end of his career. But sometimes, all you need is a little push and a lot of reassurance. Sinabihan daw siya ng nanay at tatay niya na pagtutulungan nila yung gastusin sa therapy at recovery. Focus lang siya sa pangarap niya, and now here he is, full of hope to make it big someday with his motivation to repay his parents for all the sacrifices they made for him to achieve his dreams. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. That's a lovely story about to see Hans Lieva, no? 4 years ago, thought he was at the end of his career. Then gusto ko doon yung suporta, no? Na di bale yung gastos, ganyan. Basta mapatuloy lang yung pangarap mo na maging basketball player, and here he is playing well, especially in the early goings ng season, no? To si Hans Lieva. And it's nice to see him play back dito sa Bataan. Yung Orani medyo ano lang yan mga few minutes away from here, around 30 minutes away from Orion. It's a nice homecoming for Hans.
Tsaka doon mo makikita yung kahalagahan ng suporta. It's really not just about yung pangarap ni not just for Hans Lieva, but even other dreamers right there who have aspirations. Sometimes you need yung suporta na yan nanggagaling sa support mo, and that really just is the one that keeps you going. Especially you like it when it happens to players.
Abadiano lets it fly. Hans Lieva the rebound. He attacks, draws a foul. JP Bural, 10 points, 3 boards. He is the 4th guy in double figures for the Knights. Papahinga na ba si JP? Cade Ronzoni also entering. Magkasama na sila magkapatid, Cade and Austin. .111.76. Dalisay gets his legs under him and hits the trifecta.
Still continues to be shooting very well. He's got the most 3-point makes for Bacolod in this game. He's 6 of 14.
26 points.
Yes.
AC. What do you think's the outlook for the Knights? Because when you consider, Coach Mike, how they've been successful and yet they were disappointed with how that season finished last season. Yan yung kauna-unahang pagkakataon na hindi sila umabot sa division finals. And they have set lofty expectations for themselves here in season 8.
Yeah, and alam naman nila kung ano yung what they wanna achieve this season. Well, definitely, it's a good thing that they got that Abra challenge out of the way. Well, it was a close game. I felt it wasn't the smoothest of games for both those teams. No, it was a tough, grind game. But what you like is that from both teams, alam mo na kung ano pa yung kailangan mong asikasuhin if you're in the San Juan Knights. In the same way, ganun din sa Abra. One might say the Abra Weavers might not be having that good chemistry yet early in the season dahil sa dami rin ng mga players na pumasok sa kanila. Maybe they didn't have enough floor time together at the same time. And those things you try and take into consideration. So as the game goes, you want to improve.
Itong free throw na ito, atid sa atin yan ng Extreme. Ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Alam mo kung anong isa sa mga really good things about the San Juan Knights, which I feel in the long run would work for them, is that 53% of their scoring has really come from the bench on an average of all their games that they played. And we saw it right here. I mean, Patrick Steed having 15, Orlan Mamar having 18, you have Terence Fortea having 16. And you do have other guys like, Harold Alarcon, Mike Phillips that can also contribute in different ways. Ooh! That was a hard fall.
Hindi bumagsak.
Villapando, I think.
Yeah. Something you don't want to see. Last thing you need with a game pretty much without a doubt going to San Juan's favor. Sama nung bagsak eh, no?
Yeah, somebody drove down on the baseline.
Ito yun, si Kate.
Yeah, si Kate was driving and he was trying to help.
Yun lang.
I think was it more of the back or the head?
Nagkaanuan ng tindi.
Hindi, yeah. Might be the lower back, I think. Yeah, that's what they're pointing. The lower back, no?
That hurts. As soon as he hit the ground, you saw his face wince. You saw him wince in pain.
That's tough, lalo na if you're airborne. No, halos wala ka nang makapitan and you don't have a teammate nearby that helps you out. Part of it really is because of how the game is played nowadays. Yung sudden change of direction and change of pace. Which is why if you go back to the early days of, remember that Euro sidestep of Mano Ginobili? Madalas na-injure si Ginobili nun, di ba? Because the risk then was that the defenders didn't know that he was going to that spot kasi nandun na sila, di ba? And so the worry really is saan pupunta yung next step ni Mano Ginobili. And so he gets injured really on that angle. See that concerned look on Coach Alex. And he is still down there. Speaking of Villapando, he's played very few minutes. I think 7 minutes. He got 2 points to his name. He had 7 rebounds, a couple of assists. Hopefully he's okay.
Being tended by our medical staff. So pause for a break. We'll be back. Good sign that he is up on his feet under his own power.
Yeah, and they always, feel for players na, hard fall like that, and we always look forward to, siyempre safety ng mga players natin. Have you ever gotten injured that tough?
Katok.
Not yet.
Katok sa kahoy.
Ako kasi when I was, I think 12, I broke my arm.
Braso. Ako, I fractured my hand. Ayan, may tahi. Tahi itong kamay ko. Injuries happen in basketball.
But you never stop playing, right?
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman, di ba?
Pasaway eh. They love for the game yan.
Correct. Part of the pasaway is the love for the game.
We do hope that Ken Villapando is all right.
Still getting attended to. And kausap na rin ng mga company niya. Mukhang nakikipagkulitan naman na.
In good spirits na, no?
Oo.
Bacolod, they will fall down to their 7th straight loss, Coach Mike. Well, itong San Juan, continues their impressive run since that loss against Rizal. They have turned things around. 118-81, 3 minutes left. On a passing side.
Yeah. Well, you take some of the good things that you've done here. If you're Bacolod, you started out the first quarter very strong. It was a close first quarter, 22 and 25. Then you followed it up with a 28-point quarter. So really, you score 50. in the first half against the San Juan Knights, you've done well, but the firepower of the Knights really just too much, especially when they started that third quarter.
Veloso to Austin Ronzoni, attempts the three, way off. Almost stay with Bacolod. Right after this game, we'll have the battle between Binyan Tatakchel Megawagi versus the One Bataan Risers. MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. Arnie Ching, slow steps, gathers, can't finish. Ronzoni rejected by Nunez. Jet Roting wala pa din. We are entering the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Top ring dahil kay Jericho Nunez.
Taas rin lumundag eh.
41-point lead to the San Juan Knights. Wamar, no good.
Which brings me to my question para sa'yo, Ken.
Ano yun?
Noong naglalaro ka, since nag-top ring si Nunez, ikaw ba tumatop board ka, no?
Hindi.
Si Anton Mejia daw tumatop board. Okay. Naniniwala naman kami na tumatop board ka. Baka si GP Bot pwede pa. Hindi ko tumatop board dyan.
Feeling ko tumatapos ng 10K run yun eh.
Oo nga.
JP.
Tapos humihingi pa ng 10K pa, no?
Oo, bitin pa.
Bitin pa. Isang round pa.
Alforte. Oh, he will slam it down. Air dunk from the former FEU guard.
The Knights really just having fun right now. And they earned it. Really good defensive third quarter. Forced Bacolod into a lot of mistakes. Matter of fact, overall in the game, they had 12 turnovers.
JP Boral will put it in off that pass from AC Soberano. At this point, what a LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. This might be a record. Those number of assists, you have to check that.
Yeah.
They already have 45 assists. Talking about the San Juan Knights. Alforte will lay it in. It's another day in the office for San Juan. Very impressive considering it was, well, Bacolod was within striking distance at the end of the first half. But San Juan jumped out on them in the third, never looked back, hitting a bunch of threes. And they pick up their 5th victory of the season at the expense of the Bacolod Mascara, Coach Mike.
Well, nothing to take away from Bacolod Mascara. They were very impressive in the first half, like what we said, scoring 50 against the Knights, keeping it very close. But then, as soon as they tightened that screw defensively and they become more fluid on the offensive end, it's really just when San Juan taking over in the third quarter and running off in the fourth.
46 assists from the San Juan Knights. Our best player of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
18 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 24 minutes of action on the floor, 14 assists, and 1 steal, all from Orlan Omar.
Orlan Omar shot the lights out in the first half. Hindi na niya kinailangan pumuntos pa in the second half. Other guys chipped in already, and another magnificent performance for the veteran guard of San Juan. They win this one 128-85. Punta na natin si Andrea.
Maraming salamat, Ken. First of all, congratulations. Orlan, first quarter pa lang, 3 straight threes agad ang binitawan mo and you ended this game with a double-double performance. Napakaganda ng pinakita mo. Talagang kahit na Bacolod, a low-seeded team ang kalaban mo, you made sure na consistent pa rin ang performance mo.
Una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat kami kay Lord sa panalong binigay sa amin. Ayun nga, yung start ng quarter sa amin, napaka-slow. So, from the bench, kailangan ko mag-set ng standard pa rin. So, kailangan ko mag-lead as a captain ball or kuya sa mga bata. So, pinakita ko lang kung paano mag-start at paano mag-finish ng laro.
And also, Orlan, you guys tallied a total of 46 assists in this ball game. Definitely above average sa inyong usual number of assists in a game. Anong masasabi mo dito sa napakagandang improvement na to sa team?
Credit dun kina Coach Alex kasi di naman to tinabaho namin to kasi yung tiwala, yung chemistry, tinabaho talaga namin day by day. So yun, ito yung bunga. So sana magtuloy-tuloy pa.
Beautiful words from Orlan. Meron ka ba mga gusto batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Nagpapasalamat kami sa 69 Pong Bar, Abella Industries, 825 Pizzeria, JSU Amusop, Boss Nulito tayo sa Kachi Prince, San Juaneño, sa Senator Jingo Estrada, kay Pastora Ellen, kay Pastor Ferdy, dedicate namin yung laro sa kanya. So, yung mga magulang ko sa Bohol, papa ko, mama ko, yung kapatid ko, yung mga grandma, lolo't lola sa Cebu, Kuya Mikey, Ate Teresa, yung baba. Sila, yung fiancé ko na nanonood ngayon, tita, tito, na wala sa akong sumusuporta sa akin, si Lolo Boy, si Lola Belen, sila.
Thank you so much. Once again, that was Orlan Umar Jr., our best player of the game, brought to us by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Just 4 assists shy of the all-time record, 50 assists set by Pampanga back in 2025. Up next, Binyan Tatak Gel Megawayi will take on the home team, the One Bataan Risers. Huwag kayong alis, mga kaliga. Keep it here, locked in on the 8th season of the MPBL.
MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.